Ants might just be the biggest crash outs. You can't become as successful as ants have in the animal kingdom without being a little ruthless, but ants definitely took it way too far. If an ant was able to read the Geneva Conventions, they'll probably burst out laughing. First off, if it breathes, anything and everything is liable to get packed up when a swarm sets its eyes on you. Beetles, scorpions, spiders, birds, even other ants aren't safe. Yes, that's a bird. Yes, it got stuck. And yes, it got eaten alive by whatever roaming ant cartel found it. Two ant colonies fighting is the worst case scenario, because even if you ignore the fact that most ants will gang up on an offender and try their absolute best to literally rip them limb from limb, which might I add became an execution technique in Europe, but this somehow gets worse, because even after the winning colony sends thousands of ants to insect heaven, there are some species that will enslave the ants that survived the war. I wasn't kidding when I said ants might be the biggest crash outs. They've also developed different types of chemical weapons, with some ants being able to blow themselves up before dying, some stings being painful enough to make people think they've been shot, and some essentially having the equivalent of mustard gas. It's like they looked at every war crime possible and decided to put that on their bucket list. Now imagine if they were allowed to be dog-sized.